Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 3 of the North American Open Qualifiers for the Boston Major. This game will determine which team moves on to the regional qualifiers. Will it be Kai or will it be Elements Pro Gaming? We should be in for a fun game if either of the first two games are pointing towards this. We're already into the banning and picks. Let's talk about them. Kai P went ahead and banned OD and Oracle, which is the same bans that they had last time. Elements decided that they wanted nothing to do with the Alchemist play of Kai P, so they banned Alchemist and then followed it up with a Batrider ban. Kai P picked up the Darkseer, and then Elements quickly took Ogre and Luna. And then Kai P followed up with the Warlock pick, which helped them out so much last time. The bans post that point, we had the Slark ban. I gotta be honest, I'm a little surprised that Swift Ending banned Slark. I mean, their Slark has been phenomenal to this point. I kind of expected them to pick him again. But middling success with him. They also went ahead and banned the Elder Titan, which obviously Elder Titan mixed with the Warlock, that can be... I mean, Elder Titan, Darkseer, Warlock would have been just an absolutely brutal trio in any team fight that goes on. Following that, the Shadow Demon, it will not be picked up with Luna. This will be the first game that we've had in this trilogy that will not include the Shadow Demon. And then Tiny, well, Tiny is just a good hero, and obviously with the speed boost of Ogre's attack bonus, probably not going to go very well for them. Rubik does get picked up by Elements. You've already got at least one very amazing spell that you can potentially steal with Rubik, and that's the Warlock. And I think Elements saw that Kai P might be going for more of the team fight AoE combo. And so with a Rubik pickup, you basically kind of warn them like, hey, you may not want to do this. Because if they end up picking more AoE teamfight abilities, that's just more options for Rubik to steal when it is all said and done. Now, Kai P does choose to go with Lifestealer. Lifestealer is a good pickup. Obviously, his Rage would protect him from a lot of what the Elements team is currently capable of doing. That. It's not to say that they won't pick up something later. But Lifestealer, a nice pickup. You can infest things, do some bombs. It'll be interesting to see if they try to go with something that kind of allows him to infest them and do some infest bombs. Elements now going to have to deal with someone who's naturally magic resistant. You've already got Rubik and Ogre, so the odds of you picking up a Bane are slim to none. Tidehunter is the choice. That is actually a pretty damn good pick. Tidehunter probably not going to be taken out in the amount of time it takes for the Warlock stun to come from the Chaos. The Golem stun will not be able to keep Tidehunter down for very long. And his Ravage would serve as a pretty good counter initiation as well as just an initiation in general. So that's a nice pickup on their side for Elements. Sets them up with a pretty decent off lane because it is really hard to kill a Tidehunter early game if Tidehunter is played correctly. So now we're waiting for the fourth pick on the side of Kai P. You got to imagine if they're not going to go... I don't know. Sing Sing did play the Corlock before in mid. Slardar is a nice pick. Good follow-up stun off of the back of a Vacuum or the Golems. Even a good setup stun, one might argue, for that. The minus armor is going to help out the Lifestealer a lot and is a good bomb candidate for the Infest bomb, assuming that Slardar gets a Blink Dagger and is able to get himself into the back of fights. However, I gotta say, for Elements, they don't really have a squishy hero, so Rubik is going to be your best chance for any of these Infest bombs to actually matter, unless you're doing them early and often against the likes of Luna. Now, Ogre doesn't have a natural escape mechanism, but we'll see about what they choose. Elements went ahead and said, you know, we don't want to deal with the Mirana. That's too much for you. Kai P thinks that they're going to go with a Sniper. I mean, I got to be honest. I have not understood the Sniper bans. I've seen a couple of them now recently, but I have rarely seen a Sniper played, it feels like, in a lot of these games under the current patch. Although the current patch is considered maybe the most wide hero pool available in recent memory, so the game is in a really good spot meta-wise. Kai P's got about 20 seconds left to pick a hero. for their 5th spot. They're probably looking for another support of some kind, because you got to imagine that this is the core lock of Sing Sing, as we saw earlier, but you just never know with the boys of Kai P. 5 seconds left. They go with the Keeper of the Light. That is a fantastic pushing hero and counter pushing hero. The Mana Leak is going to do a massive amount of damage to the likes of Ogre Magi and Tidehunter, potentially even the Luna. So that's just an all-around good pick to kind of round out their team fight capabilities. And I like Kai P's lineup, I'm not going to lie. Element still has a chance to win me back over. You do have the Ogre Magi attack speed buff onto a Luna, and the Juggernaut as well. I was just going to say it'd be nice to see Juggernaut's face. And there he is. These are going to be some fun fights that we get coming up. A lot of AoE disable, a lot of right-click damage, a lot of magic damage between all heroes. These feel like very well-rounded lineups, so we will see who wins. You got to think, I mean, I would probably argue late-game advantage goes the side of Elements just because of the Luna Tidehunter Juggernaut combo, that AoE stun. But then at the same time, if Warlock gets a Golem off and Lifestealer and Fest Bombs on a Slardar, that's just a lot of potential stun and damage. So both teams have the capability early and late game. So I am excited to see how this one goes. So again, we are going into game number 3 as people pick their heroes. It is Kai P versus Elements Pro Gaming. The winner of this game moves on to the North American Regional Qualifiers for the Dota2 Boston Major. And as always in any pro game, the moment that we get into the game, it is going to pause because, well, why the hell wouldn't we pause it? Well, we're just chilling here for a pause. Looks like some people might be reconnecting and whatnot. I have no idea what's going on, to be completely honest. So I'm going to take a drink of water because, well, that's what I do when I'm on stream. Quick recap of how we got to this point. Elements did a very fantastic job of taking game number 1. And you thought for a second that they might be able to take game number 2 as they started to turn the fight around in their favor, but ultimately they could not overcome the Alchemist of Kai P, and you saw the respect ban in this game. They decided, you know what, we'd rather not face off against that Alchemist again. There's the shiny wheel itself on the back of this Ogre Magi. The Juggernaut looking smooth as usual. That is a creepy face, not gonna lie, although it is Halloween. Nice little dragon horse thingy for Luna. Luna's got so many options, it is ridiculous. That is, I believe that came out for the Star Ladder tournament, if I'm not mistaken. But it is a pretty awesome item set. And then this was obviously, I think it was the Shanghai Majors item sets were this one. Alright, so let's go over the teams at this point. We do have a Bone 7 playing your Nakes. You're going to have Fluff on your, I don't know why it's saying Tidehunter. You're going to have Fluff on your Slardar. Playing on Warlock is going to be none other than Sing Sing himself. And the 33 will be your Darkseer player. He's been consistently your offlane player. And that, of course, leaves Bambo, your hard support on the Keeper of the Light. On the side of Elements, we do have G0 playing your Luna. Ogre Magi being played by none other than LeBron. Juggernaut is going to be covered by Swift End. This is the first time I have not seen him on Slark, so I hope he does the world proud. Your Rubik play is going to be on Milan, and then last but not least, Mitch will be your Tidehunter. The GLHF call is out, and we are about to see some awesome action here between Kai P and Elements. We're about 10 seconds away from the initial runes. It does not look like there will be any kind of fighting going on. Rather, we're just going to be pushing into the lanes that we will set up to continue the action in. All right, speaking of lanes, what do we got? Sing Sing teleporting mid. He's going to go to block the creeps. Gets there just in time after picking up the bounty rune. So we're going to have the mid Sing Sing. It does look like Bambo is going to go for the courier kill again, although it looks like Elements learned from last time. And LeBron went ahead and picked up the bottle to bring out to G0. G0, this is actually the second time now that we've seen the Luna Warlock mid fight. So we'll see if it goes better this time for G0, because if memory serves, he got pretty obliterated in the last time. Now LeBron is here to help out. He's going to come around. He's going to throw out the Ignite onto Sing Sing. So it looks like there'll be a little bit more harass this time against Sing Sing. They'll have to play it a little bit more aggressively, so that should help out G0 in the end. Bambo is chilling in the forest. He's going to be stacking. We have Bone 7 being left absolutely alone at the current moment in time, as Mitch has just decided to take an Iron Talon straight into the jungle. In the bot lane, Milan is going to be trying to support Swift Ending while he goes up against both 3-3 and Fluff, which can prove to be a pretty difficult combination. You get an Ion Shell on a speed-boosted Fluff, and things are going to go poorly for them. So we'll have to keep an eye on this lane, as it appears that might end up being where most of the action is. As things seem to have come down a little bit, let's go ahead and take a look at the last hit leaderboard just while we're on our mind. Now, we do have a rotation coming in over from LeBron. There's the Ignite. Swift Ending wants to get in there, but he's not going to get in position in time to do anything to lift. Coming out from Fluff, the stun does not hit before the spin happens. Thankfully, though, 3-3 already level 2 is able to get that haste, the surge onto his fellow teammate to keep him alive. G0, well, a lot of the same from what happened the last time we saw this matchup in mid. G0 just cannot stand to the pure damage output, and oh my god, that was actually ridiculously close to killing him. G0 is going to have to back for now, and Sing Sing, if you know he knows how to play any hero, he definitely knows how to play Warlock, and he has taken firm control of this mid lane. The Regeneron picked up bot by LeBron. He's going to try to come out and freak out 3-3. Now, this is kind of terrifying. If I'm Elements, you got to be a little bit concerned, because you've got a free farming Bone 7 up top. The last time that we saw a hero completely free farm, that was Swift back on his Slark in game number 1, and Swift Ending just put absolute torture and misery to the side of KP. They're opting that it's better to get Mitch levels and a Blink Dagger than have him to put up with that. Sing Sing going to take a little bit of harass. There is the Ignite coming out on him. Not a whole lot else coming on, though. Fire Blast on the ready, just nowhere near in range. He's going to try to rotate around. There is no ward there, but you got to imagine Sing Sing sees it. No, Sing Sing might be out of position. There was enough mana for the Ignite, but he thought better of it because there was genuinely no follow-up that would have happened here. So now we got Swift Ending free farming down here as 3-3 goes into the jungle to take his Ancient double stack. Meanwhile, up top, Mitch did finally appear in lane. Bone 7 is chasing him down, but mostly just to get him out of lane. He doesn't want him to get any of the experience, and he wants to push the creep wave out a little bit if he can. Mitch does see the pull coming out from Fluff, and he's going back in the mid lane. Sing Sing got on, and LeBron picks up the last hit. Well, there's their answer to the Warlock from last game, is they're just going to leave LeBron closer to mid to have him fight. Up top, we do have nope, I thought there was some action going. The heroes were pretty close to each other, but just some farm battles going on. So Sing Sing is the first casualty. That is unfortunate for them that the roaming LeBron is going to get the first blood. He's already level 3. G0, it looks like we might have a rotation coming in from Fluff. Fluff picked up the haste. G0 better be careful. There is no ward that shows this. Fluff instead opts. He's going to go top with the haste. He has the Slitherine Crush. The ward is actually his, so it's not. Mitch is not going to see it coming, and Fluff, well, Fluff just decided to do a drive-by. Meanwhile, up top, I completely missed the fact that Rubik just killed Darkseer. My guess is just a 3-man. LeBron is doing work on that rotating Ogre. Of course, Ogre is extremely powerful early in mid-game, and Sing Sing going to try to throw more of the harass on G0 to get him out of lane, but not the same start as it was before. Those kills definitely help out. Bone 7 still getting the benefit of free farming and still leading the team, or leading the game. In fact. LeBron looks like he's going to sacrifice himself. He bought what he needed to for the completed urn. He's just going to die so he can go back and teleport through. They did ping out what was going on, so they know that it's happening. But LeBron okay with dying as long as it gets him back to his urn so he can teleport out. Less wasted time that way. So calculated move yet again on the side of elements. Juggernaut now has completed his phase boots. That'll make him a little bit quicker in this early game. G0 trying to drop some damage onto Sing Sing. Sing Sing does not necessarily know it, but we do have a return from LeBron. He did go ahead and fill that bottle up off of that restoration that comes in. Now LeBron is coming around. He does get spotted out this time. Sing Sing actually out of position yet again. There's the ignite. There's the fire blast. Sing Sing gonna take a ton of damage. He drops the chaotic offering. Now G0 is gonna go down. Nice play on his part. Fluff teleports in, gets the stun. Warlock did eventually fall to Ogre, but not completely without purpose, as Fluff does pick up a kill and Warlock ended up getting the Luna with the chaotic offering. So what looked like an easy kill on the side of elements turned into a 2-for-1 exchange. Mitch is getting beaten by Bone 7. The Anchor Smash will reduce some of the damage, but Mitch is down to 290 health. Bone 7 wants to fight this. He does have the phase boot, so he is super fast and he is very quickly on his way to that armlet that almost every lifestealer player gets. So a nice engage on the side of KP, get teleport by Fluff to get the fight going back in their direction, and that was a nice use of the first chaotic offering by Sing Sing. He managed to get something out of his death, even if it wasn't exactly what he wanted. So at the 7-minute mark in terms of farm, we're sitting pretty with the 51 for 9-0 elements. Oh, G0 has his ultimate. Sing Sing tries to walk back to the creeps and cast the word on himself. Not enough going. LeBron and G0 have really made Sing Sing suffer in this mid lane. Sing Sing is now 1-3, not having, I mean, like we said last time, G0 did not have the support in mid against the Warlock, and he just got absolutely wrecked. This time the support's there, and Luna's ult will take out a Warlock every chance you get. So 4-2 in favor of Elements at this point. Not a whole lot going on. Elements does have about 700 gold in Ring of Aqua. Sing Sing trying to put on the damage, but with the level disparity, not going to be as big as it used to be. Juggernaut phase boots, 900 gold. Ogre Magi, as we mentioned, LeBron had already finished the urn before he sacrificed himself to the almighty Roshan. Milan is playing your ward bitch role pretty damn well, and Tidehunter did pick up arcane boots. Oh my god, he just took so much damage from the Illuminate. Mitch better be careful, because if he gets caught out again with another Illuminate, that could be the end of him. But Mitch will get back to safety for now. Now, Bambo better be careful, because that is LeBron there as well. He's going to throw an Illuminate down, but Mitch was already getting healed, so not a whole lot going on. G0 going to throw out a Lucent Beam onto Sing Sing to prevent him from getting to the rune. It looks like, oh, the smoke is going to come in. There's a lift from Milan onto Sing Sing. Sing Sing is not going to be able to get his... Oh, he was about to drop the chaotic offering, but he dies before anything happens, and that was a surge picked up by Milan, which will help out Milan a little bit. He does surge up G0, and it looks like they're searching for Bambo. Bambo does get back to safety. Oh, and the ward, sorry about that, does reveal exactly where they were. Oh, well, maybe safety was too strong. LeBron did find out Bambo. He's going to throw the ignite. He will not get in place for the stun. Fluff is there. He's going to speed boost up. He's going to throw the amplified damage onto LeBron so they at least know where he's at, but there will be no follow-up. And this whole time, none other than Bone 7 and Swift have been having a free farm battle. Bone 7 winning it for the time being, sitting at 72-9 versus the 67-11 of Swift ending. Well, the fights seem to be going Element's way so far early. Sing Sing has taken the brunt of the damage. He is 4 of the 5 deaths on the side of KP. Not the start that he envisioned. Obviously not the start that they were hoping for based on last time. 33 gets caught by the Ignite before he can get out. There is the Ravage. He is down extremely low and will fall. Last hit going to Mitch on the Tidehunter. Bone 7, though, wants to avenge him. There's a teleport. Can Fluff get over with the crush? It just misses. It was a 1/10 of a second off. Mitch is going to be caught with the amplified damage. That is still a speed boosted Fluff, but not any longer. We have a teleport coming in, and there is another pause as Darkseer has disconnected from the game. That's 3-3 backed off. Now, the good news for Mitch is that that was a surge used on him by Milan, and he will be safe. Fluff and Sing Sing better be careful, because Luna's Eclipse is up, and he is ready to use it. So if they try to push too hard, he can run over and finish the game. An unfortunate pause in the game, but obviously when a player disconnects, you don't want it to last for too long. So I'm going to take this moment in the pause to take a quick drink, so I'll be right back. All right, and we are back. Play is resuming. That was a fairly quick pause. Mitch will survive as predicted.
Dire's top tower be under attack. Radiant's top tower be under
Swift
attack.
Ending managed to avoid the Illuminate from Bambo, so that was pretty nice for him. And he's going to put a little bit of damage on the tower, but no serious thing going on. Alright, so Sing Sing, like we mentioned, not getting the start he wanted. That's actually pretty painful when a core lock falls behind like that. He is level 7, and there are 4 heroes on the side of Elements that are at the same level or above him currently. So he's going to have his work cut out for him to get back to the level of impact that Kai P was hoping for. Milan has been playing pretty smoothly, and really so far LeBron's rotations have been absolutely critical. He has been involved in every single kill that has happened, as Ogre Magi's typically can be. Now Bone 7 is going to take a little bit of a harass from G0. G0 is already pretty strong. Bone 7's free farm not quite as far in front as it used to be. Oh, with Swift, Sing Sing is going to come in around the side on Bone 7. There's a Chaotic Offering. G0 is probably going to fall. One more hit ought to do it. We're hoping for the Fatal Bonds. The explosion did not get the kill. Can the Fatal Bonds finish him off? He is down to 40, 35, 28. And it looks like the last of the creeps did die, so he will actually survive. That was most unfortunate that Infest Bomb didn't actually hit hit LeBron, because if it did, it might have actually taken out Luna. But as it stands, that's a wasted Chaotic Offering. He's going to use it to farm now because he doesn't have the ability to get a tower at this point. G0 gets brought back to full health after Milan took Shadow Word, so that actually helps him out a lot, and he's going to come up the top, although the Illuminate will quickly make work of the waves. Well, we're 12 minutes in. Let's take a look. Net worth leader currently is the Swift Ending, and that should really come as no surprise. He has been on point during this trilogy of games, and it should shock no one that he continues to be on point at this point in the game. He does have the Phase Boots, does have the Aquila. What is he sending out to himself on the Courier? Looks like a Yasha already. Meanwhile, in mid, what is going on? Oh my god, Sing Sing just got murdered by Luna's Eclipse. Bone 7 comes in. Mitch is coming in as well. Mitch's Ravage has been used. Bone 7 drops the slow onto LeBron. The Rage, the auto attacks. LeBron will fall. G0 is coming down. Rubik also died. I did not see how Rubik died. It says to the Dire. Fluff misses the crush. And it looks like that might be the end of the engagement, as the Illuminate actually lights up nobody. But that did turn out to be a 2-for-0 trade. I did not see the Rubik died under the tower. It looks like he was trying to rotate into the fight and got focused down by the tower. If I had $1 for every time that happened to me, I would probably have at least $1. Well, truthfully, I'd have a lot more than that, but you know, let's not talk about me. We're here to talk about Elements and Kai P Gaming. Alright, well, Juggernaut with this attack speed boost is extremely painful, so we're going to see that a lot. Bone 7 trying to get in on the action, nothing going yet. He does have an Ogre Club. I'm expecting this to be a Sanjin Yasha, but it could also be a BKB with the amount of disables that exist on the side of Elements. Alright, so let's take a look at where we are item-wise. Luna sitting on Treads and a Ring of Aquila. Looks like she's got the Courier coming out to her, which does have the Morbid Mask, so probably going to work her way into a Helm of the Dominator. Ogre Magi, not that long ago, I thought completed a mechanism. No, that was Tidehunter. So Ogre is sitting on boots in an urn. Juggernaut, we mentioned, had the Yasha completed. Rubik is sitting pretty with wards and a boot. That's basically all Rubik is expected to do. Although you may see that Staff of Wizardry turn into a Force Staff. That could be a pretty good pickup for them. And then Tidehunter, we mentioned, has the mech and is probably, you would hope, going to work towards the Blink Dagger at some point. But so far hasn't needed it and has gotten off some pretty damn good ravages, if I do say so myself. Now, Bone 7 and, wow, nice timing. Bone 7 and Fluff found LeBron out by himself. Make him punish. Mentioned earlier, he's got the Ogre Club and the Armlet, so we'll see where he goes next. Fluff did pick up the Blink Dagger. The Illuminate Blink stun. Swift Ending is going to be in trouble, but he gets the Omni Slash off, and Mitch, with the Anchor Smash, does finish off the kill. That is a dead Fluff. Unfortunately for the side of Kai P, the Blink Dagger was a nice pickup, however, not necessarily used at the correct time. We are sitting at 1,200 gold on the Warlock, no items really. Again, Sing Sing 1 and 5 has had an absolutely just brutal start to this game. Again, not at all what the Kai P folk were hoping for. 33, also not the best at games, 0-2. He has nearly got his mech completed. This is a much slower timing than we're used to seeing a Darkseer getting a mech on, although he's hoping to get it soon. Now here comes LeBron. There's going to be the Ignite, but they notice that there's a bunch of heroes showing up for Kai P and they back, and in the meantime Luna G0 did pick up that kill, has the Ogre Club. You got to be imagining that's working towards the BKB. And then last but not least, Sexy Bambo sitting on boots. You got to know that the point booster is working its way towards an Agatives.
Taking fire. Radiant's bottom tower be down.
Now the bot tower did just get taken down. Sing Sing getting the last hit. There is a smoke. We do have Nakes infested into Fluff. Fluff is going to try and join the fight in mid. It looks like he just picked up a bounty room, but there is no one to kill right now at the current moment in the mid lane, although there could be someone very soon. They do not see Fluff there. Fluff knows that those are illusions now. He might come and try to get a blink stun. Instead, it looks like he's going to go top. He is still smoked. And the teleport, Luna's going to get out just in time. Fluff will not be able to get there with Bone 7 in time to get a kill. So at some point, you got to imagine Bone 7's going to get out of him. Or at least you would think so. Maybe not. I don't know. He's just going to blink forward and just kind of keep doing his thing. So early lead for Elements, I mean, it's not necessarily a huge lead. We're only sitting at about 3K net worth advantage, but it is 8-5. We've got 2 towers down for Elements having taken 2 towers down versus only 1 taken out for Type P. There is Roche. Oh, God, the Courier is going to go down. That's going to hurt them. They don't know where they're at. Bone 7 cut out of position. The stun, the Ravage, everything used to secure that he does not use his Rage. Juggernaut. Swift Ending, getting that last hit. That is a big pickup for him and a huge kill to get on there. They're going to try to take Roshan, but they got to be extremely careful. If Fluff gets in here with the well-timed crush, this could be devastating. Swift Ending really wants that. I don't know if this is a good fight, although they assume that since Bone 7 is down that maybe they won't come in on the engage. The Illuminates trying to do their work. Their problem is there's this cute little kitty right here that continues to heal him, and Jug just finished up the Manta style. Swift Ending the Chaotic. Oh my God, the Chaotic Offering almost took him out. Fluff gets lifted. The Aegis will get picked up by Rubik. Down goes Swift Ending, though not what you wanted. Luna killed out the Fluff, but then Sing Sing turns his golem around and just takes out G0. And that was not at all what you wanted if you were Elements. You lost your 2 most important cores for later in the game to that. Neither of them got Roshan. It was actually picked up by your support, the Aegis was. And yeah, sure, you lost Fluff if you're sitting on the side of KP, but that was well worth it to give some much needed gold to Sing Sing. I mean, he ended up getting back for himself, let's see, about 800 gold.
Radiant's middle tower be under attack.
Yeah, it was about 800 or 900 gold that he got out of that. So that was a big pickup for him. He turns it into the Midas and the point booster, so he is on his way to that Aghanim Scepter a lot faster than he was before that engagement. So rough engagement for Elements. Good news, I guess, is that Milan did pick up the Aegis. Maybe he's hoping that KP forgets about it and tries to kill him.
Under attack.
And it does look like Milan does now have his Force Staff, and he's going to go in lane and try to push back Bambo just a little bit. Well, the Dragon Lance was a choice. I should have seen that coming with that Ogre Staff, but he gets the Dragon Lance. Now he's working towards the Yasha, so G0 is going to be pretty aggressive here pretty damn soon. Ogre Magi does have the Staff of Wizardry. I would think that that's working towards the Force Staff, but it could also be just a straight rush of Aghanims, although that would be a little uncharacteristic for LeBron and what we've seen his builds to be so far. Swift Ending, as I mentioned before, did pick up the Manta. That was just extremely unfortunate, the combination of getting that full-fledged Illuminate to the face, followed by an immediate Roshan Bash and Stomp. It just... that's really what lost him that fight in general. Milan, like I mentioned, has the Force Staff, and then Mitch did get that Blink Dagger and already had the mech completed, and Milan just picked up some Arcane Boots for himself to help out with the mana front. Bone 7 has the Echo Saber Armlet and more to get again. Fluff is getting teleported back to the bottom lane. Oh my god, Fluff is going to blink. There's his crush. There's the explosion. Mitch is going to fall. The Vacuum ends up getting the last hit. That was a nice engagement as they take him out. Right after he got the Blink Dagger too, so that would have been a chance for him to really get involved in the fight that was going to come up. Slardar, Blink Dagger, not a whole lot else going for him. Warlock we mentioned. Oh, sorry guys, it's a little late for me. Warlock we mentioned is going to probably go for that Aghanims build, so we'll see that coming out shortly. Darks here has a Blink Dagger, has a mechanism that's going to help him out a lot, and then Coddle over here, Bambo on the Coddle. Probably going to be working towards his Aghanims as well, also being the ward bitch. Now the Aegis will be claimed in another 2 minutes. It looks like Elements is trying to push top lane, although their Aegis carrier is not there. Not that it necessarily matters, because it is just Milan, and the Yasha is completed for Luna, so this tower is going to go down pretty quick. Swift Ending has about 2,500 in the bank, and is your top leader in net worth at the current moment in time. In the bot lane, the Minokai P are trying to push in this bottom tower to see if they can take it down in a trade for their top tower. They did use a fortification for top, but Swift Ending doesn't really care about fortification. He's just going to take the tower down himself. Well, all in all, this has been a pretty solid game on both sides. Elements is winning the net worth battle mainly because of Juggernaut and Luna just getting better overall farm. Although you get the feeling that team fight wise, Kai P might have a pretty solid advantage. The Warlock stun, the Warlock golems do a ton of damage, and Fluff and Bone have proved that the Infest Bomb is pretty solid after the Slitherine Crush. So we're going to see, that's going to really be the focus, is to get the Slitherine Crush followed by the Golem as much as possible, possibly even a Vacuum into the Chaotic Offering, because that's just going to absolutely devastate people. We're only about 1,000 gold away from seeing 2 golems on the next usage on the side of Sing Sing, although there may not be an axe before the usage. We have a teleport coming in the mid. They saw these guys coming in from the bot, and so they're backing. Are they going to smoke? It looks like a grouping for a smoke coming up. Or just a grouping to defend the tower, as I don't actually see a smoke available. Now a Diffusal Blade is picked up on Swift Ending. That's going to help out. Aegis did get reclaimed from Milan, so sorry Milan, not sorry. And it looks like the Aegis is set to respawn in 5 minutes, 13 seconds. Holy crap. It's a ways out before the Roshan response, so that's unfortunate for both teams, honestly, at this point. Nakes did finally, Bone 7 decided, alright, not enough kills going on, jumped out of Fluff to try and get some more farm going. Alright, well, man, this is just, I still don't feel like either team's necessarily got a huge advantage, although you got to be a little bit fearful of the fact that, both G0 and Swift Ending are so far ahead in terms of total net worth. Now, we do have 4 top. Mitch is going to blink into the jungle. He tried to find someone, could not find Fluff or Bone 7, as Bone was inside of Fluff, and they are now rotating towards the mid lane. It looks like 3-3 and Sing Sing are going to put some pressure and pretty easily take down the tier 1. The fortification will be used, but that is just a delay of the inevitable, as the tier 1 will go down. Last hit going to the creeps, fail on Sing Sing's part. And they may look to try to continue pushing, although you've got all of Elements up top. And at some point, Elements is going to have to make the decision. Do they come mid, or do they just continue to push and kind of force KP to turn around and fight them?
Dire's top tower be under attack.
Sing Sing only 150 gold away from finishing the Axe. Fluff is still chilling with Bone in front of him, and I don't know if this is really worth it at this point. They're trying to save for the Infest Bomb,
top tower be under attack,
which obviously would be super
Radiant's
crucial if it works, but when it isn't working this consistently, you almost feel like it's better to just get out. And Bone finally gets out and says, you know what, enough is enough, let's get some stuff done. But that, I mean, we're seeing big gaps. I mean, he's now almost 3,000 behind both Luna and Juggernaut in these farming battles. That's going to come into play later in the game. He pops a Rage, decides to try and go for the tier 2. He's taking a decent amount of damage. He's going to back for now. And we did see a rotation of Elements. We've got 4 of the 5 heroes smoked. It looks like the smoked heroes are going to try and let Swift be the bait. Where's the engagement? The teleport is not going to get caught out by Mitch. Fluff TP'd, or blinked out. Bone 7 in some serious trouble. Bone did get the Infest off in Fluff, but Fluff might not escape as he got slowed down by Juggernaut. Oh my god, the Ravage, the Vacuum, that is just disaster all across the board. Sing Sing did get the Chaotic Offering. There's Luna's Eclipse. Bambo's going to go down. 3-3's going to go down. Sing Sing's going to go down. We had the buyback on Fluff, who came back into the fight. That was not suggested. Oh dear god, that was 6 heroes for nothing. Luna proving why Luna is such a powerful hero. The glaive bounces. Oh my god, everything. That was a 6 for nothing trade. That was a 5,500 gold swing. And Luna just putting on the damage. Over 4,500 in damage between the Eclipse, the Lucent Beams, and those glaive bounces. Oh man, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if Slardar asked for, but I think he got relocated in by Bambo right before Bambo died. Not the recommended play, and that just tilted this game on its head. Bone 7 getting caught out by G0 and Swift ending and Mitch. The teleports are coming in. The gush onto Bone 7, and Bone 7 is just going to get murdered here. Final hit going to Mitch on the Tidal Hunter. Sing Sing getting caught out of position. He gets ignited. The multicast takes him down. And actually Luna got the final hit. That's an easy tier 2. They might either go mid and continue the push, or they might go for Roach. They're saying, no, we have the clear advantage right now, so we're going to keep pushing, and they do. I mean, Bone 7 does have the buyback, but is it really worth it at this point? They may decide to just give up the racks rather than spend his buybacks, and obviously the multicasts from Ogre on that Bloodlust is just obliterating these buildings. There's no chance of stopping him. 3-3 gets a nice vacuum. Wall into 2, that might not, well, it didn't cost him his life for now. Mitch gets hit pretty hard with the Illuminate, but he will pop the mech and get out alive. Fluff gets hit with an urn, and so for the time being does not follow up. This blink and stun does get on to G0. Not sure that's what they want, though. The Mana Leak is going to make him not move as fast just now, and Illuminate will hit. But no real follow-up now. We do have Rubik. Milan was in a bad position, but nothing untoward happening. Man, this game has turned in a heartbeat. We're almost at 20,000 gold advantage now for Elements, and the XP graph looking almost the exact same. One fight, I mean, I was saying that. Luna picks off Fluff. In the meanwhile, Bone 7's going to go down. G0 gets a mega kill streak and a double kill, as Bone 7 was eventually taken by Swift Inning, and the GG called by KP. This game got out of control so fast. That was a 4 for 0 that just happened. Oh my god, as good as the last 2 games were, Elements did exactly what they needed to, and that 6-0 fight cost the game. Elements Pro, congratulations on the victory. They take the 2-1 victory in the finals of the North American Open qualifiers, and they will be moving on to the regional qualifiers for a shot at getting into the Dota 2 Boston Major and hopefully a chance at winning a bunch of money. There's $3 million on the line for the victor. So we are very excited to see that tournament. Congrats again to Elements Pro. Congrats to Kai P for making it as far as they did. They fought valiantly, taking it to all 3 games of the best of 3, only to fall in the end. And I gotta say, folks, I was very impressed with LeBron's early roaming, and then very impressed with how G0 played that. I mean, G0 got crushed the last time he went up against Sing Sing, but that early bad start by Sing Sing, and then all of the team fights going against him, that was over pretty early. And the boys of Kai P understood that, called the GG. So again, once again, congrats to Kai P for making it to this point, unfortunately to be eliminated to the last stage. Elements Pro Gaming is your victor. They move on to the regional qualifiers. My name is LaughingStock, and thank you for joining me on this game. If you like what you hear, please like and subscribe the videos. I am a brand new caster trying to get into this. I'm starting literally from nothing, and I'll try to join some of these tournaments just to get some experience and whatnot. If you guys have any comments, please leave them below. Please like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I'm down to learn. I'm down to grow. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. But thank you for watching, and we will catch you again the next time right here with LaughingStock Gaming.